Mike Pence could not have found a more appreciative crowd than the one he addressed in Midtown Manhattan at a conference attended predominantly by conservative Jewish leaders. His strong affirmation of support for Israel resonated deeply, eliciting frequent applause and even leading the room in prayer for Israeli hostages, a moment that only heightened the community's admiration for him. The former vice president, an evangelical Christian, has been carefully choosing his audiences as he attempts to rejuvenate his political career after his notable withdrawal from the race for the Republican presidential nomination. Faced with likely defeats in the Iowa caucuses and New Hampshire primary, Pence has redirected his efforts toward cementing his role as the custodian of the traditional conservative values, a sharp pivot from the redefinitions brought about by Donald Trump's presidency. In recent months, Pence has made several high-profile media appearances, distancing himself from Trump's stance on abortion among other issues. He has announced that his political advocacy group, Advancing American Freedom, plans to invest $20 million this year to support conservative positions that seem at risk, including policies on tariffs, government spending, and America's global role. Despite once standing by Trump's side in the White House, Pence is now the most prominent Republican to openly refuse endorsement for Trump's future endeavors. At 65, he remains open to another presidential bid, aiming to champion a mainstream conservative agenda that harks back to the era of Ronald Reagan. In his own words, Pence seeks to serve as an anchor to windward, stabilizing the party as it navigates through Trump's turbulent influence. However, Pence's alignment with traditional Republican values appears increasingly discordant with the direction of a party still dominated by Trump loyalists. He is seen by many within the party as the vice president who on January 6, 2021, did not support Trump's bid to overturn the election results. Stephen K. Bannon, a prominent figure in Trump's circle, has starkly criticized Pence, symbolically dismissing his efforts and future in the party. Pence's demeanor and soft-spoken approach starkly contrast with the more abrasive style of current Republican leadership epitomized by Trump and Bannon. Despite this, he remains hopeful, asserting his belief that the party continues to harbor a strong conservative core, one that he experienced firsthand on the presidential campaign trail. Yet, his presidential campaign struggles to gain traction, never breaking out of the single digits in polls, leading to his early exit from the race. The uniqueness of a former vice president openly not supporting his former running mate has not gone unnoticed, with even President Biden commenting humorously on the situation at a White House event. As other Republican figures like Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis declare their continued support for Trump despite their own failed bids, Pence stands firm in his decision not to support Trump, although he stops short of endorsing any other candidate. Newt Gingrich, a former speaker and a significant figure in Republican politics, notes that Pence finds himself increasingly isolated within a party that has transformed significantly over the past few years. Gingrich suggests that without aligning with Trump, Pence may struggle to find a substantial constituency within today's GOP. As Pence continues to navigate his political future, traveling the country, engaging in interviews, and considering another potential run for the White House, his path appears fraught with challenges. He faces the daunting task of carving out a space in a political landscape overwhelmingly shaped by Donald Trump's enduring influence. As of now, the room for a figure like Pence within Trump's Republican Party seems minimal, but the former vice president remains committed to his vision of a principled conservative leadership. Everyone knows where we are. We are liberated in ways that no other group is liberated, states a close associate of Pence, highlighting a sense of freedom in their political maneuvering detached from Trump's shadow. Yet the road ahead for Mike Pence is uncertain, with high stakes and even higher barriers to overcome if he wishes to remain a relevant figure in American politics.